You're listening to the Daily Nugget. It's dnugget.com for May 30th, 2025. It's Friday Free for All. I'm Andy, and I think I've been banned from using the mouth horn.
Thankfully.
No, you've been banned from saying mouth horn, and then you did
saying
it
is worse than doing it.
It's almost as bad as your hand gestures. Just saying.
Which I've been, this season I've been holding back on that.
Yeah, I don't
Impersonations, it's just everything goes through seasons. So this is a season.
How strong, how brave. Amazing.
And, I'm the sacrifice I make for this podcast.
Yes, of course.
I'm kind of one of those guys that I do something because it's trendy for a while and I give up on it, usually just for a day or two. There's a YouTuber.
You usually stop doing it when we stop reacting.
Oh, that's true too. That's true. I do it all for the reactions. So this guy, a YouTuber, and I'm going to put it in air quotes because I don't know how many. He's known as Pygmy, decided to undergo a challenge inspired by health experts who, and this research, they recommend that you stand 2 to 4 hours a day to combat sedentary lifestyles. He decided he was going to do a no sitting challenge and not sit for 16 hours a day.
Yeesh.
Stand for 16 hours a day.
That is a long time.
Yeah.
He invested in a standing desk, which said he boosted his productivity while working from home, which is what I have. I'm at a standing desk right now. I am literally standing. There we go.
I know.
There's no chair here. But I'm not doing it for 16 hours, I suppose. But by day 3, he was battling soreness in his legs and feet, and his posture began to slump. He also found himself reaching for snacks more often.
Ah.
Wow.
Well, he's burning more calories, so his body probably wants more.
He said he was constantly eating throughout the entire day.
Well, that sounds like a him
stressed. Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. So he was going to just do it for a week, and he gave up on day 5. Dude, you're almost done.
Was he pulling double shifts at Walmart or something? Is that what he was doing with all those hours?
I was going to say, that reminds me of, when my wife worked at Target during the pandemic, more than full-time hours, because that's what everybody did. There was no other place open in Minnesota other than Target.
Oh, and the grocery store.
That's true. But she would always complain about how tired she was because she was on her feet all day. But she was also probably in the best shape of her life because that's all she did was walk and, fold clothes and do boxes and whatever.
Physically, I'd say she was probably in the best shape of her life. Mentally,
no, it wasn't. Not worth it.
If you're working at Target, your IQ is probably going to take a hit.
Well, especially if you work customer service. At Target during the pandemic,
by dumb people,
mind you. All of these things. She doesn't work there anymore. By day 5, the challenge has taken a serious toll, and with aching legs, disrupted sleep, and noticeable posture issues, he decided to end the experiment early. So he said, yeah,
if you're standing for 16 hours a day, and I know people that work like 12-hour shifts and they're on their feet the whole time, and then they come.
You guys suggested, and I attempt
at home. Outside where they're still working and standing, those people typically sleep better than everyone else.
They're so tired.
It's a lot of physical activity too.
And that's
like a mom.
You would think that standing, like he might have something else wrong if he's hurting from. Did I just see him straddle a toilet?
I think so. I think he was trying to say that he wasn't going to even sit for potty time.
So this is not a Guinness Book thing. I mean, why?
No. Well, he's a YouTuber. He has 3.3 million YouTube subscribers. So, hey, I gotta respect the hustle. Because this is what YouTubers have to do now in order to get noticed.
True.
All right, Andy, when are you starting your standing challenge?
Well,
we're technically YouTubers too.
I was gonna say, well, I don't look as good as him with my shirt off, so that's gonna cause some problems.
Well, I mean, could be just like the train wreck you can't look away from.
Yeah. So there you go. He's got the
That's
standing
what we
desk.
are already.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Here's
Not
part of the
wrong.
problem. I'll tell him this first problem. He doesn't have an anti-fatigue mat.
Oh yeah,
That
I
would
didn't even
help.
notice that.
You need this. I got it right here.
Yeah, I have
What's
one
that
at my
one?
standing desk as well.
Gotta have it. It's a game changer. Yeah, to stand for 16 hours and not have the mat, nope, couldn't do it.
And I mean, especially if what's under his carpet is like cement or something,
Mhm.
that just makes it so much worse.
Yeah, man. Oh, there's a goose. That's too bad. So I guess he couldn't do it. But well, he jumped on the trampoline. Good for him. And then he's trying to work out too. I think that's part of the problem. Like if you're going to be working out, this is pretty much a workout.
Well, I can't remember where it was, but like a long time ago, I read an article that said that standing up at your desk for like 4 hours a day is the equivalent. If you do that for an entire year, it's the equivalent of burning the same number of calories as running a marathon.
Yeah, I saw that. Is it just one marathon or multiple?
It might be multiple for all I know.
That's what I was going to say. Because if you're standing an entire year just to burn off calories for one marathon, it's like if you have a newer car and it has that auto shut off thing when you stop the car, which is obnoxious.
I hate that.
Well, my dad had a car like that, and it said how much gas you saved. Now he had this car for over a year, right? Mm-hmm. And so every time you stop the car, every time you at a stoplight or in traffic, it stops, right? Engine turns off.
Yep.
In 1 year, it said that he had saved 1.5 gallons of gas. I'm like, that's not worth it. Like these little dumb things we do to think that's worth it. Like if we're standing all day, every day to just have the equivalent of running one marathon in a year.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it. No.
You save $6.
I know. So I'm thinking, I'm like, at that point, why even say that?
Yeah,
exactly. Which is why we need to read the Bible. And before we begin, count the cost. Decide, is it worth it? And my husband and I do that. We'll try to find a hotel and we'll get to the point where we're like between two hotels and we're like, do we want to pay $100 or $95? And we go, and I'm like, it's $5. We've now spent that much time or more. Like, it's not worth it, you know?
What's your time worth? What's your time worth, people?
At that point, you should probably find $150 one.
Sam is the worst travel agent ever. That's the Nugget hate mail at gmail.com. Let me know if you have a standing desk and if it works for you. I have a standing desk at work, but I sit in it. I used to stand, but I actually stand during my show. So I am standing for at least 4 hours a day. I'm like, I don't need to stand for the other 4 hours of my day.
You see how hypermobile his knee was bending backwards?
Look at that.
Oh, dude.
That
is
now I can't unsee that.
Ouch.
Is that what he's talking about, his bad posture? But that's just, he's got some...
There's something wrong with his leg.
Something wrong with him.
I don't think that's from standing for a week.
Oh my word.
Yikes.
He's double jointed in the leg.
All right.
He needs a new job.
He needs a new leg.
He's got 3.3 million subscribers. He's doing all right.
He's
Janelle.
obviously making way more money doing this than we are.
Yeah, so don't feel too bad for him.
I don't feel terrible for him.
No, I don't feel too bad for him. We're just concerned.
We're worried. We're worried about
for a fellow
YouTuber.
Again? We're just worried for a fellow YouTuber. That's all.
What was his name?
Huh?
Was his name Tyler? Frank? Jim?
Pygmy. Pigmie. I don't know what his actual name is.
Pygmy? Huh.
Pigmie.
Well, we're worried about you, Pigman.
Maybe he should have a barf bag around his neck.
He can use it in the bathroom while standing at a desk. He can use it at church.
Very convenient.
Because he can't. He has to stand when he throws up during this week.
Yeah, I know.
He can't
Could
sit.
miss. Yeah.
He can't hug the porcelain throne on his knees. He's got to be standing up.